There's so much going on lately with my dad, I guess. Kind of makes me think of how it used to be. It's so strange. There's something, they're doing like another showing of the movie down in Hamilton pretty soon, which is awesome that they're doing that. You know what I mean? We're looking at 30 years later. 1996, Project Grizzly's still going strong. My dad still has some type of a presence, you know, a legend of the old internet. And the content's evolving. And what we want out of it is evolving. But also the things on my dad, I always keep alluding to, you know, big things or exciting things are happening. And I mean it. Just look at, Owen just sent me the article the other day saying that it was finished. It's all done. 13,000 words getting published soon. Gave me a chance to do an early reading on it. That was just yesterday, though. I haven't gotten a chance to read it yet. 13,000 words is a big one, but I'm looking to tuck into it this weekend, see what it's all about. I'm really excited. Owen was a great guy. So that's just one thing. And we got movies, things like that. A couple other short stories. Short story that I wrote, sent it out. I was sending out some archival footage not too long ago. Can't talk about some of that stuff, but I never once thought 30 years later, I turned 33 this year, that my dad would in any way still be relevant. That's something that he always said before he died. He would talk to people, you know, especially he would give interviews and he'd be like, I don't know how the hell this thing's still going. He was always stunned. He's like, you know, I'm grateful for it. I am, but what's drawing people to this? Yeah, you know what I mean? The suit was cool and the things he was doing are awesome, but then Iron Man came out. I think the old man was featured. I think it was Iron Man 2. You can see that. There's someone on Wikipedia. I tried to do some Wikipedia stuff. That is difficult. It did not work out. But anyway, someone put exactly what I'm referencing on the Wikipedia. What do we got here? I'm gonna figure that out. Anyway, so he was in the Iron Man 2 promo with Robert Downey Jr. and some things like in the background. Project Grizzly was playing, which is super neat. My point is, Iron Man comes out and it kind of, you know, you've had Halo before that. People were getting used to suits. You had cosplay. By that point, I'd say that it wasn't anything special anymore. People had seen it before. In '89, in the early '90s, yeah, it was a big deal. The suit was awesome. But by, you know, mid-2000s, you've got video games, you've got movies. The suit was just, well, in my opinion, it was a bit of a relic at that point. So the fact that it was still going, and still going today, they're still interested in it. They're still interested in my dad. It's crazy. Again, I keep going back to it. The fact that we're going to be doing a Hamilton thing soon, seeing the movie again. The last time I saw the movie was like the tribute piece almost, you know, after he passed. They ran it again in Toronto, which was awesome. It was so cool going to do that. You know, Tony was there and Peter was there and they did the Q&A. It was really cool. And then now, many years after, I'm starting to do this with my best friend, and you know, we're gathering the archives and we're compiling it and putting it out there and we're talking about it. We built this channel, we built the Instagram. I don't know. I keep saying that. I just never thought, I mean, a couple of years ago, I was deleting videos that I had of my dad to make space on my iPad. Regret that, but I wasn't a fan of him talking. And, you know, after he passed, I was just like, you know, to hell with it all. So I definitely deleted some of that. I regret that now, but I just going to where I was a couple of years ago to now, where I'm so involved in the legacy in a way that I never thought I'd be. I never even wanted to be. It never mattered to me. I got asked once what it was like kind of growing up with, I don't want to say my dad, because that's different, but growing up with someone that was, not that he was famous, but in some ways I guess he kind of was. And it was like, hey, you know, it's just business as usual, man. You don't notice it. I remember I watched, I don't know what my earliest memory of Project Grizzly was, but I remember I watched it. I always thought it was super cool and super serious. It blew me away to learn that people laughed at those testing videos. The original audio in '89's In Search of an Answer was just whatever, but then when in Project Grizzly, I don't know, I thought the testing was super serious. So looking at it now, everybody's always laughing at it and him getting run over by trucks and stuff. I like the movie personally. I have my own problems with it now, but that's just after my dad. But, you know, it was never really much growing up with it. I remember sometimes, like there was one time in junior high school, I don't know, I was 13 or something, and National Geographic was at the house. They were just there. I just walked in, and there's Nat Geo, man. And that was the episode with Dr. Brady Barr, Dangerous Encounters, which I have on DVD. It's like a 9-minute clip. I gotta get that out there. I think it's in my sock drawer for whatever reason. Anyway, Brady Barr for Dangerous Encounter, he was doing a piece, and the old man was a part of it, and he had to make some, I think I've spoken about this, he had to make like a crocodile suit, so he goes to like a bull, you know, what's it called, the rodeo, and they see what like the guys there wear, and there's like a barrel that they climb into, and then he did some other stuff, and then of course you saw the bear suit. But it was super cool being a part of that, just walking in. I'm actually in that episode. Like I'm there, I'm on National Geographic, man. That stuff used to make me feel super, super important. Like we did when we were filming Indestructible Man for A&E, shooting the pilot episode. That was months long, and you really felt like you were a part of something. Not in like an egotistical way, but it just, you felt like you were doing something beyond the mundane. Like I'm just coming home from work right now. So it's just whatever, right? It's just work. But doing that, you're like, yeah, I'm filming a reality show. Like, this is cool. We're going to go blow something up. With my dad, we're in a penthouse. We're ordering food, and it's just, it felt like an adventure.